Very good evening, all of you. Hope you all are doing well. Let's start with today's session. Quick recap of yesterday's session. Yesterday, we discussed one very important topic, that is joins, right? And all the types of joins, whatever are supported in MySQL, that is inner join, then left outer join, right outer join, and cross join. Now, today, one more clause we have to see, or you can say operator called union operator. Now, this is also to combine records from more than one table, but you don't want to combine the record horizontally, vertically you want to combine. Like if you want to combine the records from more than one table, but horizontally you want to combine. Getting? Then we use joins concept, where they're having something in common, right? So inner join or left outer, right outer, based on that. But suppose you want to do joining of records one below another, vertically if you want to join. Getting? So records from one table, below that you want records from another table, then we can go for union operator. Getting? So what is union doing? It is just combining the records from one query with the records which are produced from another select query. Since you will have one select query, okay? That select query can be a simple select query, it can be based on join, group by, whatever, but select query. So you're having one select query and then you're using this union operator and then second select query. Okay, so it will combine the records of first select query with the records of second select query, one below another. Whatever records are produced by the first select query, below that only the output of second select query will come. Get it? So that is union. Understanding? But here some criterias are there. The criterias are the number of columns which are produced by both the queries should be same. First criteria, number of columns. Okay? So number of columns in both the query should be same. Second, their data type should be matching. Okay, the data types should be same. And the order. Getting? Like it may happen that first query is giving you 3 column, second query is giving 3 column. Then the data type in the first is two are integers and one is varchar. In the second also two are integers and one varchar, but the order is not matching. Like here it is int, varchar, whereas here it is int, varchar, int. This won't do. So the corresponding column data type should be same. The count should be same, data type should be same, and their correspondence also should be same. Like first is int, then here also first int. Here second is float, then here also float. That way. Now name doesn't matter. Column name doesn't matter. It will take the column names of the first query in the result. Whatever result you'll get, the column names will be the column names of first query. Get it? The column name doesn't matter. Only what matters is the number of column, the data type, and their order. The order is important. Get it? Clear? And by default, remember, union will not keep the duplicates. Union will by default give you unique values. Okay, like in the first query, if you're going to get A, B, C, and in the second query, you're going to get B, C, D. And when you take union, it will not show B, C twice, only once. A, B, C, and D will come. Okay, so by default, union will not keep the duplicates. It will give you unique. But if you want the duplicates also to be preserved, BC, BC, twice DA, then use union all operator. Instead of union, use union all. Okay? Okay. So that is the working. So first basic thing that you understand. So union operator, basically it is to combine the record. Only instead of combining horizontally, we are combining vertically, one below another. Correct? Like you have all the customers and you are having the list of all suppliers, suppose. And you want one common list only of all. Maybe like you want to send the invitation. So invitation should go to customer also, supplier also. So I want just one common list of suppliers also as well as customers. So in one query, I'll get the customer name, union. Second query, I'll get the supplier name. In the output, you'll get all the names one below another. Getting, no? As an example, I told, like the company wants to send the invitation to their customers and to their suppliers. Invitation will be same. So why to create separate list? I just want to create one common consolidated list. You can use union. Okay. So union operator is used to combine the result set of two or more select statement. Two. Now if you say three, then again you write union. First query, union, second query, union, third query, like that. Okay. Minimum two should be there. Now the criteria I told you. In union, the number of columns in both the queries should be same. Every select statement within union must have the same number of columns. The column must also have similar data types. Okay. And the columns in every select statement must also be in the same order. So three criteria I gave you. The count should be same, the data type should be same, and the order also same. Okay. Like if first is int, so here also first should be int. Now name doesn't matter. Understanding? Name is not important because here it will take the name of the first query, name of the columns which are there in the first query. Only what is important, these three things, the count, the data type, and the order. Syntax is like this: select first query, union second select query. First select query will give you records, union second select query will give you records. At the end, you will get the union of both. Okay, so syntax you can understand. Just as an example I'm giving. Now suppose we are assuming that there is one customers table. Okay, we already have a customer table. From that, I am selecting only customer name. Union, I'm having one supplier table, and from that, I'm fetching supplier name. Now, in the output, you will get customer name. Whatever is the column name in the first query will be in the output. Okay, see. Now, first query, when you run, you'll get the names of the customers. Union. When you run the second query, you'll get the names of supplier. Get it? And when you take union of it, you will get a new list which is combining the records of first query and below that the result of second query. The result column name is the column name of the first query. And by default, union doesn't preserve duplicates. It will keep unique value. You see, Sita and Lakshman, Sita Lakshman is appearing once only. So if you want that duplicates to be preserved, then use union all. Okay, that I'll show you the demonstration, don't worry. First, I'm just explaining it. So by default, union operator gives unique rows by removing duplicate. If you want the duplicates to be preserved, then instead of using keyword union, you use union all. Okay, see here. First select query, union on second select query. Example, if you apply on our same query, select customer name from customer, union all, select supplier name from supplier. This is the output of first query. Yeah? And union, this is the output of second query. Okay? Okay. Now, suppose if you are taking union of all the columns from that table, I'll go a little back. Okay. Like instead of customer name, if you have written star over there, and here also if you have written star, then what will happen? Assuming in customer table we have customer ID and customer name. So the customer ID also will come here. 1, 2, 3. And here also customer ID will come. Understanding? So now you are taking union of this both column. Select star from customer, union select star from supplier. So these are the records of first, second. So here what will happen when it will take distinct, in that only naming, complete distinct will be considered. Correct? So 1 Ram you will get, 2 Sita you will get, 3 Lakshman you will get, and 1 Sita also you will get again. Because it is not distinct. Why? Because here you have written star. So star means complete record it will consider distinct. Understanding? So here only Sita, but row number is different. Here Sita, but row number is different. Therefore, they are considered distinct record only. 2 Sita, 1 Sita, a different record. Getting? Same way 2 Lakshman. Here 3 Lakshman and 2 Lakshman. They are different. Getting? And 3 Bharat you will get. Means here Sita Lakshman is coming twice. Why? Because their IDs are different. Understanding? But when you took only the selected column, okay, only customer name, that time you got Ram, Sita, Lakshman, and here Sita, Lakshman, Bharat. So that time when you are taking union, this Sita, Sita, Lakshman, Lakshman is duplicate. Therefore, it is coming once only. So please remember that. It depends on what columns are there in that query. Okay. See, in case of union example, first all the customer name from customers, union all the supplier names from supplier. And when you'll see the result, as you have given union all, Sita and Lakshman is preserved. Sita, Lakshman, Sita, Lakshman. Getting guys? So I hope that part is clear. If you want, quickly I'll show you one demonstration. Okay. What I'll do is I'll create another database, because yesterday which we created, I think it's gone, because in morning I uninstalled and again I installed for some batch to show the demonstration. Okay. So no problem. I'll create one database, union demo, I'll call union demo DB. Okay, one database is created. I'll quickly create one table, customers, with customer ID, integer, primary key, and customer name, varchar 50 I'll take, not null. Okay. For time being, only these two columns I'm putting. I'm not putting something more in it. Okay. If you want it on the separate line, you can type it. Okay, guys. Now I'll execute this. Mistake I did. I created the database, but I'm not using it. So union demo DB. Okay, and now I'll run this query. Table created. We will add some records in it. Insert into customers. Values 1 Ram, We'll take the same example, Ram, 2 Sita and 3 Lakshman. Okay? Now 3 records in customer table are gone. You can check, select star from customers. Can you see 3 records are there in customers? Now what I'll do is I'll create one more table called suppliers. Okay? Create table from suppliers. I'll put supplier ID and supplier name. Okay. Now supplier table is also created. We will add some records in supplier. Insert into suppliers. Values 1 Sita, 2 Lakshman, and 3 Bharat. Okay. I'll run this. Now 3 records are gone in supplier table as well. Select star from suppliers. You can check. These are the 3 records in supplier table. Now we will test the output of union. Now first what I'll do, I'll put only star. Select star from customers. Union, select star from suppliers. Okay. So as I have taken star, it will take both the column. And therefore, when you're taking union, it is going to take both value unique. Correct? So though if you have Sita in customer also and Sita in supplier, the ID is different. Here it is 2, here it is 1. Therefore, it will be considered as distinct record only. See, is it returning all the records of supplier and below that all the records of customer, below that all the records of supplier. And what it has taken the name in the output of the column name of the first query. Now, in this situation, if you use union all, then also it's not going to affect the result because anyway, already they were distinct. See, is it affecting the result? No. Okay. But what we'll do is we will mention the specific column name. See, instead of star, here I'll give customer name. And here also instead of star, I'll give supplier name. And first I'll remove this union. Only union I'll take. See. So is it keeping Sita Lakshman twice? Actually, in the first query, we got Ram, Sita, Lakshman. In second query, Sita, Lakshman, Bharat. So Sita and Lakshman is in both the query. It has kept it once only when we mention union. Correct? And for the same query, instead of union, if I'm putting union all. Okay? See. In case of union all, is it preserving the duplicates as well? Sita Lakshman is appearing twice. Okay? So I hope you got the concept. You can just give me quick confirmation so that we can move to some other clause.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, very good. Chalo. So now we will move to the next one more statement called case statement. This is also very important from solving scenario-based queries and all. That time generally you can make use of this statement. Okay. You can say like case statement is introducing conditional logic in your queries. Correct? Conditional logic means taking action based on the condition. Like if this is the condition, I'll do something. Else if some another condition, then some other action. Means I want to perform different actions based on the condition. Correct? If condition 1, I'll perform this. But if it is false, then I'll check for some other condition. Yes, then I'll perform action 2. No, then directly action 3. Like that. Else. If you have multiple conditions, you can do it. Getting? So this is similar to if else or a switch case in a procedural programming languages. Procedural programming languages like imperative languages. C you take or Java, JavaScript, Python. They all provide some statements like if else, okay, or like switch in Java or C. If you have little bit programming knowledge, I think Aditi and Ganesh, both of you are my very, very old student. I mean, Aditi is not too old. Ganesh is quite old student. So I have taught you at some point some programming languages to you. I guess Aditi Java I taught. Ganesh has attended Java also, some other programming languages also. So I hope you know it, right or no?
Yeah.
Right? So we use switch statement, we use if else, right? Somewhat same concept in SQL. You can introduce using case. So variety of examples I'll tell you where we can make. You can make use of this case in select statement. Okay, like in select, you're printing some columns. Okay, now these are the columns from your table. Whatever from clause you'll write means whatever is the output of that from. From that from only you're selecting these columns. Get it? And you're producing some virtual column. Virtual column means you're understanding. No? It is just a column for printing. It is not existing physically in the table. It is just created imaginary column or a hypothetical column, or you can say a virtual column you want to create here. Correct? But the value of that column is conditionally, the value of the column depends on the condition. Means you are going to test the condition. If the condition is this, then some output. No, then second condition. Then second output. No, then else output. Like that. So you're producing the output of this third column based on condition. So here you can make use of that select. Getting? Even you can make use of select in your update clause also. Okay, you're updating a table and you're setting value to some column. I hope you have not forgotten the update query, delete query, all that in past session we have discussed before alter. When we started alter command, before that we completed with update, delete and all. So I want to set the value to this column. I want to give some value, but that value also conditional. Like if that condition, then one value, otherwise some other value. Here also you can make use of that case. Even in order by clause also custom sorting if you want to do. Then in order by clause also you can make use of what? In order by clause also you can make use of case statement. Getting guys? So how to do all the variety examples I'll show you. Before that, we'll just see the syntax of it. But basically it is for what? For introducing conditional logic in queries. Actually, it is a feature of procedural languages. Actually, this is a quality or this is a characteristics of algorithmic languages. But still we are trying to incorporate that feature in SQL queries. Okay. So the case statement is used to add conditional logic in your SQL. It is somewhat like if else, if you have learned Python or anything. Okay. Now, those who are planning to enter into data engineering and all, then you need to learn Python very well. And then there are some advanced Python tools like PySpark and that all data bricks and all. So for that, little bit knowledge of Python is necessary, right or no? Some analytics tool like NumPy, Pandas and all. To use that, you need to know Python. So it is not only SQL, you need to know those things as well. So it's like if else or switch case. Switch case in JavaScript or even in Java or C, you might have done it. Now we will see the syntaxes and then I'll show you the example. how we can make use of this case. Okay. First one is a simple case statement where uh, you're matching the value of your column with the exact value. Okay. And second is searched case where the conditions are tested. The conditions can be different. Okay. So we have to write like this case, then the expression. Generally, that expression can be a column or expression in which column and some operators and constant values are involved. Okay. And then you will write when value 1, then some action. When value 2, then some other action. Now, it's not necessary only two values. You can compare as many you want. जितने चाहिए उतने लिख सकते हो. And then else some action. And then end case. Okay. Now what it will do? It will check the value of this expression with these exact values. Means first the expression is evaluated and the value of that expression is matched with these value 1, value 2. So if the expression matches with value 1, then it will return this action, whatever you have written after then. If the expression doesn't match with value 1, then it will check with value 2. Getting? So if the expression matches with value 2, then this action is taken. If it doesn't match with any, then else, the last one, that is default. So when it performs the else action, when the expression doesn't match with any of these values. Get it? So that's simple it is. So as I said, you can make use of this case in a select clause. In select clause to generate another virtual column. Get it? Like in select, you have given column 1, column 2, but the third column value is virtually generated based on the condition. So here at this place only you can make use of case. And based on that case value, you will get the result here. Different result for each row. Okay? I'll give you a demonstration, don't worry. But syntax you understand first. So here what is passed? Expression. Expression is matched with the value. This expression matches with whichever value the corresponding action takes place. If it matches with 1, then the corresponding action. Doesn't, then check value 2. If it matches with value 2, then its corresponding action. If none of the value, then else action. Okay? And there is second case syntax. This is called as a simple case syntax, and there is searched case syntax, where you're not matching the expression with the exact value. Rather, you're directly checking the condition. Okay, it is like this. Case, no expression here. You just have to write when condition 1, then some action. Directly condition. And these conditions are similar to what we write in where clause. You can build the condition using relational operator, greater than, less than, then logical operators and or between operator, like, all the things which we have used in where clause, those conditions you can write here. Get it? And again, next condition, when condition 2, then some action. Okay, this way you can have any number. And last is else and end case. End case or only end? I'll just check. I think only end is there. Okay, I'll show you on the slide. Don't worry. Okay. So here what it is going to do, it will check the condition directly. There is nothing called matching the expression with the value. Directly condition testing. So it will test the first condition. If it is true, then its corresponding action. If it is false, then it will continue checking the next condition. If none of the conditions are true, then directly else section. Okay, so that simple it is. It is like multiple if else in C or Java. Okay, both the syntaxes I'll show you. First is a simple syntax C. Case, then you'll pass the expression. It is only end. I wrote end case. It is only end. Okay, guys. Case, then that's what I at the end I realized that I think it is only end. So I told like, okay. So sometimes what happens is at a time I have to keep switching in different, like one batch over, then to some other batch, then I have to teach JavaScript, 4 o'clock batch Python. So sometimes the brain uh, malfunction, it malfunctions. That time such mistakes happen, but we realize it that no, it is not working here. Okay, so here it is only end. It is not end case. Okay, you want to ask something? Someone wants to ask?
No, sir.
Okay.
Still, you handle in a very better way, sir.
So that is after so many years we have to. If after so many years, if I'm not, then what I did for so many years, right on. So always that's why we go to take the experience to our parents, grandparent. Always we have to take. Gen Z don't do, right on. And therefore
Yeah, yeah.
Gen Z, that's why Gen Z go to Jantar Mantar, right? So I'm not against or anything, that is individual, but always take the opinion of your parents. They have already gone through it. To take their advice. Many people, Gen Z's thinking is what? That parents are wrong and prove them that they are wrong. Getting? तो ऐसा मत करो. मराठी में हम कहते हैं माती खा ले. Correct? So coming to case expression. Okay, case expression. Then when value one, then result one. When value two, then result two. Else this thing. So this expression is matched with value one. This expression is matched with value one. If it is matching with value one, result one. If it is not matching with value one, then go and check value two. If it is matching with value two, then result two. This way, if none of the values are matched, then else section, which is called as default. Okay. Now, unless and until we take example, you will not be more clear with it. Because those who are learning it for the first time, for them it will be. Those who have already done some other programming and in that they have used if else switch case, for them it is quite easy to relate. Get it? But those who are learning first time, you will be more clear after seeing the example only. So don't worry, just go through the syntax. I'm coming to the examples. In the second case, there is no need to pass expression. Here you don't have to pass expression. Directly conditions you have to check. So case when condition one, then result one. When condition two, then result two. And if none of the conditions are true, then it will perform the default. Okay? I'll take both the example, both type, and then I'll take examples in such a way that we will use case in select also, we'll make use of case in update also, we'll make use of case in order by also. Okay, all possible examples I'll try to show you. Okay, first example I'll show you. Like you want to give remarks based on grade. Okay, assume like there is a student table, right? And in student table, we have student number, that is roll number, the name, okay? And maybe marks are there or directly grade is there. Grade is in alphabet A, B, C, D. Only these three things are there. Now, what I want to do is I want to print the output in such a way that in the output, I want to display roll number, I want to display name, I want to display grade, and a virtual fourth column is to be created called remarks. This is not in the table, and we don't want to store also in the table, only for the printing purpose, only for display purpose. I want to create one virtual column called remarks. Get it? in which based on the grade I want to give the remark, like grade A, then excellent, grade B, good, grade C, fair, okay, and grade D needs improvement, like that, some remark I want to give based on the value of grade. So for each and every record grade, as many records are there, correct? Every record will have some grade, right? D. So on each record grade, we will apply that case, correct? And in that case, we'll check the grade. And if grade A is there, we'll give one remark, B another, C another, and D another. So it will pass this grade to that case, and based on that, whatever result you'll get, it will be printed in remark. Again, next record. This grade will go to that case, and whatever result case give, that will be printed here. Understanding? No? So the output of this remark column is conditionally generated. Means whatever output is coming in this remarks column, that is produced by applying the condition. It is a conditional output based on the value of grade. Getting? Okay. So I'll show you how to produce it. See, select, you're displaying the student name, along with that the grade of the student, and third column we are producing, that is remark. Actually, the output of this case is going to come. This whole case is going to give some output. So that is a virtual third column. So some name is to be given. Otherwise, this whole thing only will act as a name. So we have to give some alias name to the third column. So that alias is created this way as remarks. This remarks is the third column. Get it? But what it is doing on each and every record grade, means first record name grade, and that record grade is given to case. Like first record is Ram, grade is B. So that B is passed to this case. Get it? Means that grade is passed to this case. It is B. Matching with A? No. Is it matching with B? Yes. Good. Here the output will be good. Same way it will go to the next record. Okay? Next record is Sita. The grade is A. Again, that grade of second record will go to case. It is A. Output is excellent. Get it? This way, for each record, the name is printed, the grade is printed, and the third column output is depending on the case. Whatever grade you have passed, whatever grade you have passed to case, that based on that grade, this output is decided. So it is a conditional output. Getting no? Clear? Okay. So if you want, I'll show you the output of this. We will apply it in one example. Here I'll create one table called create table student. Okay. Roll number I'll give, integer, primary key, auto increment we can give. Means all the roll numbers are incrementing. Then we'll put name. And one last, I'll keep one grade column, char. No need to give one. By default, it is one. But here I'll put one check constant. Check, check, grade in, and it should be A, B, C, and D only. These four grades only. Okay? And here the table is complete. What we'll do, we'll add some sample records in it. So for that, we will take help of our AI tool. Okay, and we'll tell that please generate 20 to 30 sample records. Okay, I don't have to tell anything extra because based on that check, it will generate A, B, C, D only. Okay, it will not take anything else. So let's see, around 25 records are generated, right? You can give this start value also for this auto increment. Like for auto increment, you want to start from 100. You can. Here you have to write. Before completing the table, after that you have to write auto increment equal to whatever. Chalo, if you want, I'll show you immediately. What I'll do, I'll first drop this and again I'll create. Okay. Here only you have to write auto increment equal to, and from where you want to start the number, like 1000. Roll number starting from 1000. Okay. And now we will paste these records. So automatic, all are going to get from 1000 onwards. Okay. Around 25 records are gone. Select star from student, students, you can see. Can you see they have got roll number from 1000, 1001, 1002, auto. Okay, auto increment concept you have learned that, but today I just showed you how you can give the start value as well. Okay, now we want the conditional output, right? See, I want to produce all the columns along with that the fourth column, or like you just want to print name, grade, and the third column is remark. But the value of that remark is based on grade. So I'm going to pass that grade to case. Okay. When A, then I'll give excellent. When B, then good. When C, then average. And else, okay, needs improvement if you want, or just poor you can give. Okay. For else, there is no then. Else, poor. And end. Now, end is just completing this case end. But this is going to be a third column. So what will be the name to the third column? It uses this whole thing only. Get it? If you want, I'll show you from student. Okay? See. Can you see this whole function only has come in the column name? It looks weird, no? Funny. Get it? Therefore, what I'm doing is I'm giving another name to this column as remarks. Okay? See. Now, can you see a virtual column? This is a hypothetical column. It is not permanently existing in the table. It is just for the printing purpose. But can you see, has it generated the remarks column conditionally based on grade? Like if grade is A, there you're getting excellent. If it is B, good. Getting? If it is D, it is poor. Okay? I hope you got it. Concept. Similarly, you can make use of case in update, you can make use of case in order by, all possible examples I'll tell you. Okay? Now, one more example of case I'll take in select only, but searched case will take. Like here it is. This is which case? Simple, right? But we will take one example of searched case. See, this was simple. It is matching the value of grade with whatever grade is there, it is matching it with letter A, letter B, letter C, like that. But I don't want to match that with exact value. I want to directly test the condition. So for that, this second example is there. Okay, assume there is orders table, and in orders table, we have order ID, we have orders table in which there is order ID, then the date of the order, order date, then the amount of that order, right? These are some column, even the customer ID may be there. The customer ID of the customer which has placed that order. So these are some columns in your orders table. Now I want to produce output like this. First, what should come? Order ID, then the amount, and then what I want is the third column called category, which is again a virtual column just for printing. This is not the column permanently existing in the database. Only for the output purpose, I want to create one column called category. But that category is depending on the range of the amount. Understanding? So see here you're not doing exact matching as we did here. Grade exactly matched with A, exactly with B, exactly. Here directly conditions are there. See. So if the amount of that order is more than 10,000, then that order category is high. Means if you have order one, here the order is 7,850. Okay. So it will check whether that amount is greater than 10,000. Yes, then it will give category as high. No, then second condition it will test that whether the amount is between 5,000 to 10,000. Yes, then medium. Otherwise, low. Means this category, what you're producing, that medium or low or high, this category depends on the amount, in which scale the amount goes, whether it is more than 10,000, whether it is between 5,000 to 10,000, or else. So this comes under which type of case? Searched case. You're directly checking the condition. And see here, you can write the conditions exactly what we write in where clause for filtering the record. For filtering the records, what condition we write? Same way. I think we have used between clause, then like clause, then in clause, relational operators, logical operators, all you can use. I hope this example is also clear. Okay. What I'll do is, now in this only, as we have put only grade, we could have added one column called marks also. Okay. No problem. We can just drop and create it again. Or we have any, but yesterday what happened? That all we have, but joins example we have, but there in employee table we don't have salary or something like that. Okay. So chalo, in the student only I'll make some change for you people. What I'll do is now for time being I'll drop the table, and in that I'll add one more column called marks integer. Okay. And in the check clause I'm giving marks between 0 and 100. Okay. Like this. So I'll create this table. And for this table, again, we will generate some sample records. Please generate 25 or 20 to 30 sample records. Okay. Now in this, it will take marks as well. Can you see somewhere there are marks? So I'll just copy this, paste it in place of this. Okay. And now we will run this query. Okay. Around 25 records are added. Now what we'll do is we will write one query where we will display the name, marks, and we will give remark, but now the remark is not based on the grade. Remark will be on the basis of marks. Okay? Or we will display the class of that student. Okay, the third column will be the class, but the class will be generated based on marks. So see here, what I'll write case and then when marks greater than equal to 75, suppose. Getting? Greater than equal to 75, then I'm giving distinction. Okay? When marks between 60 and 74, then I'm giving first class. Okay? Marks between 40, okay, and 59, then pass. I'm just giving first class pass and now directly else fail. Okay, this is done. And give the new name as class from which table? From student table. So now the third column called class will be generated. But that value of class will be based on the condition. Now it's not necessary condition only using between only. You can give any other conditions. Okay? Greater than, less than. See. Can you see? If it is 92, so it is above 75, distinction 78, 88. Now 65 is between uh, 60 and 74. Therefore, first class. Get it? You have 38 marks. So it is not in any of the three category, not more than 75, not between 60 to 74, not between 40 to 59. Therefore, fail. So is it producing the case accordingly based on the condition? Right, guys? If you have understood the example, you can tell me. Yes? Can you just give me quick confirmation regarding this?
Yes, sir.
Then you can make use of case in update as well, guys. In update statement also, you can make use. Like you want to update the value of some column, but again based on condition. Understanding? So in a select clause, sorry, in a update clause, set update, whatever the table is, and you write set and you're setting the value of some column. So whatever value you're giving, that is conditional. Means here only you are making use of case. So based on the condition, whatever value come, that is given to your column. Understanding? And it will apply this case for each row. For each row, it will apply the case, and whatever output come will be given to that row column. Whatever that row is, this column will be updated to that value. Getting? Example again, I'll tell you. See, you're updating the bonus column of employees table. Here we are assuming that there is one employees table, and in employees table, there is one bonus column. But what will be given to bonus depends on the performance column. Okay, means in employee table, there is one employees table with field employee ID, the name of the employee, the salary of the employee, the performance of the employee, and last is the bonus column. Getting? Now, what I want to do is I want to give bonus to every employee. But what bonus that employee will get will depend on that employee's performance. Each employee, for each employee, I want to update the bonus. ठीक है? But what value will be given to bonus will depend on the performance. Getting to see here, we are passing that performance to case. If the performance is matching with excellent word, then bonus is 10,000. If the performance is good, then bonus is 5,000. Otherwise 2,000. So what value will be given to that bonus column of that row? That row bonus column will depend on that row's performance column. If that row performance is excellent, that row bonus will become 10,000. If in that row the performance is not good or excellent, bonus will be 2000. Like that. So you can update the value of column also based on the case. Getting? Now, as we don't have this, we will try to apply the same thing in student table. What I'll do is I'll change the marks. I'll update the marks based on grade. Okay. See, select star from student if you take, and you check this is a student table, and based on the grade I want to increase their marks. Okay, I think no one is having 100, so you won't have any issue. So if the grade is A, increment by 1. If B, then increment by 2. जिनका ग्रेड कम है उनको ज्यादा मार्क्स ऐड करेंगे. Okay, our rule, what matters. Who are having grade C, increment by 3, 3 marks add, and D, give 4 marks. That way we have to update. ठीक है, to see here, first record A, 92 marks. Quickly I'll do to wind up with today's session. ठीक है, तो update student set marks equal to marks plus whatever the original marks. In that only I'm going to add this using case. Case, what I'll pass, grade, when A, then 1, when B, then 2, when C, then 3, and else 4. End. ठीक है? Done. So what will be given to marks equal to marks plus any of this based on that record's grade. Whichever record's mark is getting updated, that row grade will be passed and accordingly the value is be updated. You can quickly see the output of this. It is giving why because that safe mode flag. I hope you remember that. Set SQL underscore safe underscore updates equal to 0. We have to disable that flag. And now you can issue this. See, 25 records are updated. You can check that records. See, can you see that first record was A and it was 92, it has become 93. Second was B, it was 78, it has become 80. Get it? So accordingly, the marks are added. If it is D, then it has added 4 marks. Understanding? Somewhere some person was having 38 marks also, I guess. See, it has become 42. Yes, Akash Pawar was 38. So now it has become plus 4. 38 plus 4, 42. Okay. Now there is one more example making use of this case in order by. So we will show, we'll see that example also, making use of case in order by.